this is Lady Boulay, and I hope you're having a beautiful day. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your thumbs up. And thank you for subscribing to the channel. And thank you, really, really thank you for your comments because they are on point all the time. Thank you for all you do to support this channel. And yes, we are commanded to love one another, whether we want to or not, or whether we agree with each other or not. And I want to shout out S.M. Bonner. I wanted to call this Sam Bonner because my friend growing up's father was named Sam Bonner. I want to thank So Serene Freedom, Joyce Newkirk, Jacqueline Waller, Miss Supersuds, Big Fresh, Tina Diggs, and Teacher Schoolie. Thank you so much for supporting this channel. You might wonder why I talk about immigrants so much. It's not because I have anything against them, because I don't. I do have something against the behavior of some of them who come to this country, but that's not why I go so hard. I grew up in a small town with a lot of old people, my grandfather and grandmother included. They had been through the second slavery, and their parents had been through the first slavery. And when I tell you those people stay with me, they stay with me all the time. And I want to be a voice for them. And anybody who comes to this country and disrespects Black American people, when I consider how those people looked, their eyes, their demeanor, I feel that I have to defend them. I have to defend their legacy. And then I think about, I went to Alabama State. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. had been assassinated by the time I got to Alabama State, but his legacy was still there. His legacy still hung over that city. The people who had gone through the Montgomery bus boycott, some of those people were my teachers. And one of my brothers went to Tuskegee University, which is a whole new, powerful legacy. So we are true Alabamians with the Alabama legacy to go with it, of which we are very proud. And when somebody comes over here trying to disrespect us, our lineage, our culture, and our legacy, no, I can't hold my peace. So we are a culture of people who fight for what is right, for justice, for ourselves. And then for those people to come here and shit on these people's memory, I just can't help myself. There are other Black people in the South and the North and all over this country, just like me. They're not going to have it. And so that's why I talk about these immigrants all the time, because you don't come here and shit on their memory and their legacy when you don't even want to live in your homeland. And you come here thinking that white people like you and that you're in some kind of hierarchy above the people who sacrificed for this country to be opened up. But anyway, today we're talking about we're Black and you're not. They came over here talking about, I'm not Black, I'm this, I'm that. And now none of them want to be that. We say, yeah, that's what you are. Identify yourself when ICE comes to pick you up. Don't come now saying you're Black. We're Black and you're not. And I want to show you some videos of some people who are talking about this very issue.
And it wasn't too long ago that it wasn't just the Dominicans with the I know Black, Poppy. It wasn't just them. I'm not Black, I'm Nigerian. I'm not Black, I'm Yoruba. I'm not Black, I'm Igbo. All these people were saying that.
I'm not Black. Okay? Hear me out. Growing up, my mom absolutely hated when we refer to ourselves as Black. She's like, you're not Black, you're Nigerian. I feel like the term someone is Black obviously comes from the slave era, but it also just describes displaced people that don't know their heritage. So
listen, I've never been more aware of my Blackness until coming to America. Every little box I'm checking Black or it's like it's never been that big a deal.
Jamaicans are Black. Nigerians are Black. Korean people are Black. When I was growing up, none of these groups wanted to be Black or be associated with Blackness. Very much so anti-Black.
Never identified as Black until I came to this country. I remember the first time I had gotten so angry at this guy in my community college. I was an RA, which is a residence assistant. And he was like, oh, the African American girl, the one that looks like a gorilla. I said, it cannot be me. And of everything he called me, it was the African American, the Black African that annoyed me. The gorilla part, I was like, I personally find something attractive about it. Have you seen a gorilla looking man? Anyway, so I come and I'm like, I'm not African American, one, I'm not Black. Everybody was shocked.
Every time I see this video of these people saying they are not Black, I understand that they're saying they're not Black American. We understand it when they say everybody from their homeland is black, so they don't call themselves black. But when they come to America, they're saying, I'm not black American. That's really what they're saying, because the Africans who will tell the truth say they do know they're black because they're called black in Africa. They're going to come to America and be all brand new, and because they think that they are in a hierarchy with white people until somebody like Donald Trump comes around and tells them about themselves and about their homeland and tells them they're going to get the hell out of here. And then you hear a different tune. You hear a different story now. And I like the way this woman puts it. Listen to this.
Because yeah, I would be upset too if I didn't have no relevancy and I put all my eggs in the basket of riding somebody else's coattails and they begin to call you out and you can't do that anymore. I would be upset too if I were you. I would. Yep. I sure would. I'd be upset if my parents didn't give me any place to land or any inheritance or anything to do. And so now I got to copy the people I'm around it because I don't got no selfhood or personhood or peoplehood or anything of my own. So I got to copy what's around me. I would be upset too if I was you. And you can't do it anymore? Yeah, I would be upset too because you're not going back home either. You're not going back home. I would be upset too if I was you. But anyway.
What she is talking about, in case you didn't get it, is the delineation. See, now black Americans have delineated from them, and they don't have anybody to advocate for them. They don't have any skin in the game here. They didn't do anything to build this country. They weren't slaves here. They haven't been here for centuries working. They're here on the mercy of the country who was basically forced to do this because of black Americans' advocacy. So now they don't have a leg to stand on. All they can do now is tell ICE, I know black, I know black, I know black. That's ICE. And ICE is saying, yeah, we know. That's why you going home. So no, they're not black. We're black.
I'm Jamaican.
You ain't black.
Then what am I?
Jamaican.
I'm black.
You Jamaican.
No.
You Jamaican.
It's a difference, huh?
It's a difference.
Okay, describe the difference.
If I go to your...
What color is my skin? What color is my skin?
Yellow.
Okay, and it derived from?
Even white derived from black. Even white derived from black. All colors in the color spectrum come from the black. But y'all have been classified as Jamaicans. We still haven't been identified nor classified. We were just given a color.
When I fill out a paperwork here in the States, it doesn't say Jamaican anywhere.
But black is not a person. That's not a noun. Mm-hmm. That's more of an adjective, isn't it? Well, how can you describe me as being black? You have a name. You're Jamaican.
You're American.
Well, I'm black American.
Okay, I'm black Jamaican.
It don't say that. You're making something up now. It don't say that. Our paperwork, we have to check something. When you go back home, you don't check nothing. You're automatic Jamaican.
Right.
I'm not automatic American. I'm automatic black. Black people aren't American. We had to be given American rights. When we say black, we talking us. Mm-hmm. Y'all ain't us.
Well, that was Charleston White, and he was telling her the difference between black Americans and all these other immigrants. So when they come here saying they are not black, they think they're doing something big, but they're actually telling the truth. They're not black in the same way that we are, but that does not put them in the hierarchy that they think that it does. And it takes, again, somebody like Donald Trump to tell them.
My mom being a Black Panther, she wasn't an African Panther. She was a Black Panther.
Right.
She taught me what it would meant to be black, beautiful, and powerful. We have represented being black. We've stood on being black, and we're one of the most. Our culture moves the world. Mm-hmm. The black culture moves the world. So standing up and being proud about it. Young black kids that need to see you, and let Africa take care of Africa. We got to take care of here.
I appreciate that.
See, that's what black means. Black means standing on business. Black does not mean running from a shithole country and then coming to another country, trying to put yourself up on a pedestal above somebody, above the people who actually put in the work. So that's not black. That's whatever you say you are, and whatever ICE says you are. And we're not worried about ICE mistaking us for you because we're black and you're not. And so there have been some Black Americans who have said from the jump they were not African, they were Black. Raven Simone said it years ago, and she got a lot of pushback from it, but she said it and she stood on it. Cameron recently has said it and he stood on it. No matter how much somebody tries to shame him, he says, I'm not African, I'm Black.
What's wrong with being African?
Ain't nothing wrong with being African. It's just that I'm not African. I was born in America.
So your bloodline, are you Black?
Yeah, I'm Black.
Black what? You just Black?
I'm a Black man. Black what? Black man? What are you talking about? I'm Black. If you want to be African, that's on you.
All right,
and shout out to my Africans. I'm not African. My mother from Atlantic City. I don't know what else to tell you, bro.
So you can call it just Black, or you can say it wonderfully Black, or you can say it gloriously Black, or you can say gorgeously Black, or you can say a Black American, but you're not African. And so Africans, we are okay with you saying you're not Black because you're not. We're Black. Okay, y'all, let me know how you feel about it and have a good day.